Hi, my name is Ria Sharma and I'm interviewing Paulina.
Hi, I'm Paulina Carmona. I'm a PhD student in the Cellular and Genetic Medicine unit at the School of Medical Sciences, Faculty of Medicine.
How did you come to be doing your work right now?
I always knew that I wanted to come to Australia because I'm originally from Chile. I knew that I wanted to come to Australia to do the PhD. I liked the system and everything.
So why did you do biochemistry as your original degree?
In biochemistry, I could do scientific research, and I could actually do that. So I went to study the bachelor in biochemistry, and then I realized that I liked this more than I thought in that moment. So I was really falling in love of my career as well. I was going through the study in the uni.
What are the best and worst aspects of your job?
I like that the thing that I can bring knowledge and I can contribute with a little bit of knowledge to the diseases, and that in the future it could help other people. And personally, well, I love to travel, and in this career it gives you the opportunity to travel to conferences, meetings and courses for free because you're fully sponsored all the time. So I love that, and I always can know other people, interact with people from laboratories from other countries, and then we can collaborate. So I like that interaction.
And what would you say is difficult about your job?
Is the timing. So even though you carefully plan experiment, many things will happen and many things could happen. And for sure you will find yourself working very late in the night because something happened or something went wrong or someone used the reagent that you wanted to use and you had to start all over. So the timing is the worst thing because it's very normal to be working in late hours. You need to overcome the frustration because every single day there will be an experiment that is not working, and you can know the reason and work it out.
What is the most challenging aspect of your job? I know you said the most difficult, which is kind of like the same.
So I think the most challenging it could be that I think a matter of attitude, but sometimes you don't know the reason and you try over and over, sometimes for months, and it's still not working. So that thing is the worst part, to manage the frustration and to motivate yourself again to repeat and repeat the same thing.
What kind of experiments would you do, like, as part of your work?
Well, my work involves mostly molecular biology techniques, in simple words, to visualize them. So I need to visualize the DNA and clone it into plasmids that I use for expressing these genes in cells, in living cells. So I use a lot of molecular biology tools and cell biology.
During your experiments, do you work individually or in a team?
This is all about teamwork, so we have to interact all the time with the other people in the lab. And it's not that one single person is able to do the whole research, so we need other people, and we all have different functions, and we try to organize. And in the same way, we contribute with results to the same project. So it's like we are sharing our experiments with other people, or some people help me and then I can help another one preparing a reagent, or someone prepares cells for me. So there is a lot of interaction and teamwork.
Are there any problems that sometimes arise during your teamwork?
Yeah. I think because I have worked in Chile and then I moved to the US to work in the Human Genomics Institute in Miami. And then here, so I see that it's universal, the behavior of not having things tidy. So sometimes people, they use a machine, a piece of equipment, but that is important for other people. Yeah. And you find everywhere that like the people, they don't clean after themselves, so you find everything is a mess, or sometimes you all want to use a reagent and then you open the fridge and the reagent is not there because the last person that used it didn't order a new one. So I think that is kind of human nature because I've seen that in every single place that I've been.
What interests do you have outside of work?
I enrolled in an Italian course, for learning Italian from the scratch. And I also found, and this was 1 block away from my lab, and I also found a dance academy for belly dancing 2 blocks away from my lab. So in that way I forced myself, because it was so close that I really had to go.
Yeah.
So after I finished, I began studying Italian and also learning belly dancing, so I continued doing that.
Did you find that it was like a bit of a break and relaxing when you weren't
Yeah,
working?
yeah, even though I was really tired sometimes, because in the lab you have to be doing calculations and you have to be focused all the time, so you get really tired. And then even though I was really tired for studying a language after the lab or for dancing, because it was like 2 hours exercise, it was impressive how I could relax and abstract from that.
What do you remember from your first year of university?
Besides the good memories, like of making new friends, since I was a teen, away from my family, so I needed to learn cooking and doing everything on my own. And then I had new friends, and they were on their own too in that city. So that was very nice memories. But besides, it's impressive to me how little I knew of what I was studying. Because I thought I was studying biochemistry, and I knew that. But then I realized that in the first and second year, I actually never knew what I was going to learn afterward and what my career really was about. So it's impressive how it's a learning process, and then you are opening your mind, and then you finally know what is about your career.
For students who wanted to take biochemistry in uni, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to really find out like what will be your path, the path that you want to follow, because you just want to know everything, and you will learn about different courses. So I have friends that they are dedicated now to microbiology, and myself, I was in molecular biology and genetics, and other people that are in the clinics, other people in the industry. So it's good that you have the chance to see all of that, and then you can decide what you really want to do. And I also had the chance to work in clinics and everything, but I didn't like it, because I feel that I really like research in the area that I am doing now. So it's good that you have a glance of everything, and then you can decide, because it's important to get up in the morning and do what you really want to do.
What have you learned any skills during your work, and did you learn these skills from university, or just knew them generally?
Yeah. At the uni, I learned a lot of theory that I use every single day, and even for explaining to other students in the lab the basics of every single method that we are using. So it's very important to understand why you use these reagents. So you have to really learn the basics of the biology and the chemistry. But I think it's really important the attitude and motivation. So I've seen people, I have colleagues, and I know that they were really good at university and they had the best marks, but then they got stuck in a place where they couldn't go further in their careers because of the motivation, and because they didn't work hard, and because they didn't have the right attitude, like to overcome to the difficulties.
Is there anything that you just, any pointers or anything interesting that you'd like to tell us?
I really feel that is the attitude. So I've seen people that they didn't even knew the basics of what they were doing, but they had this attitude, and it was so easy for them to focus and do the work. And then in that process, they began to learn actually the basics. So they did the opposite. But at the end, it worked because that people that I remember that they were learning, but they have all this attitude and motivation that they really want to be at the lab learning, and they got great results, and then they could apply to scholarships or they publish. But even though they weren't best students, they have this personality that made them to achieve more stuff than the other people that had the best marks.
Well, thank you for giving us your time for the interview, and I hope you enjoy your further future work.
Yeah, I will. So it's good that you have a glance of everything, and then you can decide, because it's important to get up in the morning and do what you really want to do.